everybody, welcome to Beginner Yoga. My name is Joanne. Thank you for joining me today for practice. If you need to sit up on something to find a comfortable position in your spine, please grab a blanket or a towel or a prop, anything you've got handy. And we're going to lift the flesh from our sitting bones, so sitting up on whatever you need to get comfortable so you can find a nice tall spine. We're going to relax the hands on the legs. You can have the hands palms down or up, whatever you prefer. And we're going to close the eyes. Part your lips just slightly so your jaw is nice and relaxed. And bring awareness to your breath as it moves in and out of the nose. So as we arrive on the mat, we're going to just take a couple minutes to turn our attention internally. So you can take a little inventory of how you feel right now. So checking in with the body, noticing how you feel, checking in with the mind. And see if you can anchor yourself to your breath. So we're going to connect to our breath. And just notice the quality and the sensation of the breath as it moves in and out of the nose. Still maintaining a nice tall posture. And then as you connect to your breath, we'll start to deepen and slow the breath a little bit. So see if you can expand your inhalation just a little bit. And exhale through the nose as you relax and let go of anything you don't need. Don't forget, we're using the full body to breathe. So we breathe into the belly to begin. We bring the breath all the way up to the chest. As we exhale, we relax everything and we draw the navel toward the spine. Just a gentle squeeze at the bottom of your exhale. And that should automatically allow the belly to reinflate on the inhale. Nice deep breath in and out. Hopefully you guys can't hear the cats on the video because I hear some cats yelling at each other outside. If you can hear it, I apologize. So another deep breath in and out of the nose. And taking this time at the beginning of your practice to set maybe an intention or a dedication for your practice. I'm going to send good vibes to the cats outside. You can do whatever you want. It's nice to sort of get something into your subconscious mind for your practice so we can connect to something bigger than just like the physical exercise we're getting here. So it's nice to sort of ground and connect to something. Maybe it's yourself today. You can dedicate your practice to yourself, be gentle with yourself, whatever you choose. So one thing to focus on. We'll take a couple more breaths. Expanding the chest as you inhale all the way up. Exhale, soften. Relax the face and the shoulders. Good, we're going to inhale and sweep the arms up. So we want to gather some energy, create a little resistance. So spread the fingers out wide, pull the arms out as far as you can away from you. Reaching up as you breathe in, keep the shoulders soft, and then exhale as you press the air down. So engage your fingers, a little resistance in the arms. As you inhale, this time we're going to reach back a little bit, open the chest. Inhale up. If anything hurts you during the practice, don't do it. So you never want to work in pain. Exhale. Good. One more breath up. Always modify so that the position or the practice is comfortable for you. So I encourage you to use props, blocks, blankets, towels, and straps. If you have them handy, grab them, have them nearby in case we need them. We're going to soften the shoulders here and shrug them up. Squeeze the shoulders up by the ears and down the back. So you want to make a nice full circle. Squeeze up, a little tension as you squeeze up and back and down. So almost like a self-massage for the shoulders here. Squeeze up, back, and down. We're going to reverse those circles. Squeeze back, up, and forward. Keep breathing as you move. Good. One more time. Squeeze back, up, and around. Awesome. So from here, let's inhale. We're going to take the left hand to the side, sweep the right arm up, or you can mirror me, whatever you want to do, and fold to the side. So we're just stretching the side, keeping the hips grounded, shoulders are soft, elbows are soft. Hands relaxed. So breathe into your ribs here. You want to feel this from your hip to your armpit. Nice deep breath. Good. As you inhale, sweep up. Use your strength to lift yourself up. Lower the arm. Walk that arm to the side. As you inhale, the other arm comes up. Soften and reach up and over. Again, soft shoulders. Shoulders are nice and stacked. My chest is still open. Hips are grounded, and breathe into your ribs. Again, feel that connection from the armpit to the hip. Good. Inhale, use your arm to pull yourself up, lower the hand down. Great. Rest the hands by the side, nice and tall with the spine. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, you're just going to drop your chin to your chest. Feel this through the back of the neck and shoulders. And then on your next inhale, we're going to make a big circle with the head. So I want you to pay attention as you move your head to your shoulders. They'll have a tendency to hunch up if you have any tension. So try to keep the shoulders back and down and the chest open. As you begin your next inhale, we'll sweep to one side. So inhale, see if you can make a nice smooth circle. As you bring your chin toward the sky, be gentle with the back of your neck. Just a little stretch in the front. Don't drop too far back. And then exhale as you close your circle back to the front again. So we're going to do that twice more in this direction. Inhale. Exhale as you close. I feel my shoulder hunch up, so pay attention to your posture. Try not to overarch the lower spine. Nice, soft, smooth circle with a smooth breath. Once the head comes back after 3 rounds, that direction will reverse. So inhale the other way, inhaling as you open your circle, and exhale as you close your circle. So I really encourage you to take your time with these and be very mindful how you're moving and breathing. Be gentle with yourself. If anything hurts, don't do it. Inhale and exhale back down. Awesome. Take your head upright. Soften the shoulders. We're going to take the right arm across the chest. Pull that arm in with the left hand and drop your shoulder. So we really want to drop in the shoulder as we stretch the arm across the body, feeling this in the back of the shoulder blade. Breathe in and out. You can wiggle your fingers around a little bit. Good, release that arm. We'll take it the other way. So left arm across the body, you're pulling that in, and then drop the shoulder. Create lots of space between the ear and the shoulder as you pull the arm across the body. Breathe into that stretch. Wiggle your fingers. Awesome, release that. Let's shrug the shoulders here one more time. Up and back, open your chest. Good, we're gonna inhale, sweep the arms up. This time we're gonna connect the palms at the top and press them up to the sky. So again, soften the shoulders. So we never wanna hunch our shoulders up. We always wanna keep them relaxed and kind of plugged in. And then from there, from that relaxing in the shoulders, you wanna press the palms up. I want you to feel you're pulling your pinky side of your hand toward the back of the room, but be careful not to overarch in the lower spine and crunch your lumbar spine. So keep your ribs hugged in, keep your core nice and sturdy here at the top. So this is the variable here. We don't want to arch here. We want to stay here and lift the hands back until you feel a nice stretch in the front of the chest and the shoulders here. So pressing the index side up, pinkies pull back, breathe here. Ribs stay nice and contained. Good, breathe in deeply. As you exhale, you're going to flip the palms to face you and pull the hands toward the screen here as you round the back behind you the opposite direction. So tuck your chin towards your chest and hollow your belly. The inhale will stretch up. Be careful of the ribs. Soft shoulders, pinkies back. Exhale as you round and pull away from the screen and from the back. So we're pulling in two directions. Good. Inhale, reach up. Pinkies draw back. Ribs stay tucked in. Shoulders soft. And exhale, round. Pull away. Good. We're going to inhale, come up. Stack the spine. And then break the hands free, lower all the way down. Shrug your shoulders here, release. Awesome, let's come into tabletop onto the hands and the knees here. So for tabletop, we want to brighten the fingers on the mat, spread the fingers out as far apart as you can from each other. So we've got a nice flat surface to work with. If you need any time, you can always come to fists. So you don't have to, if you have any wrist troubles, this is a nice position that's a little more stable and less stressful on the wrist. If you can be here, that's great. Again, modify as you need. Insides of the elbows are going to turn toward the front part of your mat, and what that does is brings the shoulders into the back of the body. The knees are under the hips. Tops of the feet will press in as well. So again, we don't want to just hang here. We want to contain our core, keep it active and engaged so the navel draws toward the spine. And we also want to micro bend the elbow joint. So we never want to lock the joint. So it's subtle, but make sure you're softening the elbow. Good, and then from here with a nice long neck. So I know you're probably looking at the screen, but once you've figured out your tabletop, you're going to keep your neck long in line with the spine. You're going to tuck your right toes under and press through the heels. So hopefully you can follow along with my words and not have to look at the screen too much. So pressing through the heel. Inhale, we're going to align shoulders above wrists. We're going to just gently lift the right leg from the floor. Toes point down. Keep the core active and breathe. Now, if you want, you can take the option of reaching the left arm out to shake a hand. So we're really activating our core here and balance. So breathe here, nice and fully. Good, we're going to take 2 more breaths here if you can stay with me. And just play with this. No worries if you fall out. You can try again. We're activating our core, balancing. Good. Exhale, come on down. Anytime you need to take a rest for the wrists, feel free to do that. We'll take the other side. So make sure, again, you're stacked nice and aligned, and we'll tuck the left toes under. Just stretch through the calf for a moment, pressing back a little bit. And then align shoulders above the wrists. So here we want to activate our core, activate our points on the floor. Lift the left leg, keep the toes down, flex the foot so like you're standing on a wall behind you so it doesn't come up too high. We're nice and long. Extend through the heel. If you want, add the right arm, balance, and breathe. Nice challenge here. Last breath. Good. Exhale, come on down to all fours. Awesome. We're going to take our knees out wide and we're going to push back over our heels. Arms extended. Settle back into the heels. If this is comfortable, you can also place a roll underneath your thighs if you need a little more support here if this isn't comfortable. Pushing back. We're going to relax the forehead here. And then from here, we're going to thread the needle. So I'm going to take my right arm under my left and come all the way down to my ear and my cheek. And then I'm going to breathe into that right shoulder. There's lots of variations you can take in this position. I'll show you. So one is tent the hands and pull the elbow up to get a little more of a twist on the spine. You can also wrap that top arm behind the back and reach for the opposite thigh. Or you can just stay here. Whatever you're doing, I want you to bring the breath into the shoulder blade and just soften with each out breath. So we're using gravity and our breath to stretch our shoulder blade. Excellent. Unwind yourself and we'll thread the other direction. So push back over the heels, thread left under right, come all the way down to your face, and then find the option that works for you on this side. And then bring your breath all the way up. So really using the breath here as a tool to deepen our stretching. Also gravity and your own body weight to deepen your stretches. Good, we'll take one more breath cycle here. Make it a good one. Excellent. Release and unwind yourself. Good. So let's bring our knees back together. We're going to stay back here for just another moment, sitting back. And then we're going to walk both hands off to the side. So choose one way to go first. We'll go both ways. And relax the shoulders. So this stretch you should feel all the way through here and all the way toward your hip. So you can kind of round the spine, maybe even shift the weight a little bit away from your arms to find a little deeper stretch. Be very mindful of your knees. Good. Walk through center and walk the hands to the other side. Relax your forehead. You're welcome to also use a prop here if you need a little more room. You can bring something underneath so you have a place to rest your head if your head isn't reaching the floor. And again, you can kind of shift the weight to the opposite side to deepen your stretch. Deep breath. Good, we'll walk the hands back in front of us. Bring your forehead down. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Good, we're going to take our hands a little bit wide and we're going to walk our knees behind our hips just like an inch or two. So we're going to come down to our belly. We're going to hug the elbows in and lower the chest to the floor. So let the legs come down underneath. Tops of the feet will press to the floor. Your hands are next to your chest, your elbows are hugging in and back. Forehead down. As you inhale, you're going to sweep the nose across the mat and inhale, lift up for low cobra. So this should not hurt the lower back at all. If it does, come down a little bit. You can also try tilting the tailbone toward the heels to elongate your lower spine. We're going to breathe into the belly. So this is a great pose for stretching the lower back, opening the chest, using our back muscles here, but also breathing into our belly helps sort of massage our internal organs as well, helps the blood flow of the internal organs. So rest and digest. So breathe into your belly, nice and deep. Good, one more breath, neck should be loose. Good, exhale, release the chin to the floor. Hands next to your chest, and then we're gonna push up to tabletop. So come to tabletop. Knees can be behind your hip points a little bit. We're gonna tuck our toes and peel up into downward dog. So take your time as you come up, and then pedal your feet, walk out your dog. Hands are firmly rooted into the earth, head is relaxed. Pedal your feet. We're going to walk ourselves up to the front of the mat. So slowly stroll, be mindful of how you move and how you get to the front of the mat. Once you get there, measure 2 fists between your feet and bend your knees as much as you need so the hands can be on the floor next to your feet, home base here. Forehead tucks to the shins. So let's grab opposite elbows here. We're going to dangle like a pendulum. So let your head be heavy and relaxed, and just gently sway side to side. So nice and loose. Bend the knees as much as you need. Letting gravity release any stress from the back, head, neck, entire body. Just let it roll into the earth. Good, let go of the arms, and we're going to roll ourselves up. So everything is heavy in the upper body and passive. Activate your feet, tuck your tailbone, and unfurl yourself. Stack one vertebra at a time on top of the other. Once you get to the top, we'll open the chest by rolling our shoulders up, down, and back. Coming into mountain pose, so shoulders above hips, above heels, nice and firm in our mountain pose. Active core, active quadricep muscles, a little bit active there. Open the chest. Imagine heavy suitcases in your hand in mountain pose. So there's a lot happening here. Make sure you're active and engaged, open, soft, all of those qualities at the same time. Effort and ease together. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms up and behind you. As you exhale, you're going to swan dive, forward fold, hinge at your hips, and lower down. Remember to bend your knees as much as you need, hands to the floor. As you inhale, we'll come into flat back position, so we're going to lengthen our spine parallel to the floor. Again, try not to look up at the screen. Keep the neck long. Exhale, fold. We're going to roll up again, nice and heavy with the upper body. Unfurl. Roll your shoulders to open your chest. Come back to that firm mountain pose. Inhale, sweep up. Lifting the heart maybe a little bit this time. Exhale, fold again. Forward bend. Every time we come here, maybe the knees can slightly open, depending how flexible you are. As we warm up, inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, we'll fold again. And roll yourself up. Soft knees, unfurl. Open the chest. Good, one more time, reach back, inhale. Maybe you find a slight back bend as you lift the heart. Maybe not. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back, lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold. Roll yourself up to stand. Shrug your shoulders as you open your chest. Come back to your mountain pose. Awesome, we're gonna step our right foot back. So I'm gonna angle my toes toward the front right corner, and I'm checking my heel is intersecting my back arch, or you can also use heel to heel alignment if that feels more stable for you. So my hips are gonna face the long edge of the mat now. So I'm here, shoulders above hips. I'm gonna add the arms, lengthen the arms out from as far away from the body as you can as you soften the shoulders. Pull through the fingertips. Actively ground through both feet here, and core is still active. You're gonna gaze to your front arm where the front leg is, and we're gonna bump our hips to the back. So I'm still in this plane, right? I haven't shifted out of this plane, so my hips aren't turning. I'm nice and flat in the front. I'm bumping my hips to the side, just a little bit. Breathe in as you grow tall, and as you exhale, you're just gonna reach to the front as far as you can without shifting. So stay flat, reach, 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 and then when I can't go anymore, I'm just gonna tip my torso to the front leg. And then my top arm will stack above my bottom arm. If that's comfortable, you can always take the top arm out of the equation. We're lifting the posture with the side of our body and the arm though, so we're not leaning on the leg. We're opening through. Keep rotating your torso open to the side. So see if you can create space through this bottom side of your torso as well as the top. So really lengthening both sides. Again, the neck is an extension of your spine. You can gaze toward the floor, toward the screen, or toward the sky. Just don't drop the head. Finding lots of strength through the side body. Engage the outer edge of your back foot. One more breath. A lot going on here in triangle. Open the torso. Good, we're gonna use the top arm to pull ourselves, use the side body to pull up. Nice and slow. Awesome, lower the arms. Take a breath. And then we're gonna pivot our feet to the other side. So check your alignment again. Same pose, other side. So left foot to the front left corner of your mat, if that's the side you're on, like me. And then check your alignment. Hips face the long edge. Send the arms out, nice and long. Soften the shoulders. Nice and stacked, nice and flat through the front. As you're ready, you'll gaze to the right. We're gonna bump the hips to the back. Stay nice and flat. Breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, reach, 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 till you can't go any further. Tip the torso. Open the chest. Stack the arms. Turn your torso open. Lifting the posture with the side body. Breathe here. I should have mentioned here as well, we want to micro bend the knee joints, so don't lock the knees. Softness in the knees. Breathe. Both legs are mostly straight. Nice work. Take one more breath. You got it. A lot going on. Inhale, pull as you reach back and up. Good, and lower the arms by the side. Let's flip the feet to face the other direction. We're going to take a slightly wider stance. So heel to arch alignment this time. And we're going to take warrior two. So a little bit wider here is good. And then the back foot is now perpendicular to the front heel. So my hips are still facing the long edge of the mat. I'm going to bend my left knee. So I want you to avoid leaning forward. We're still stacking shoulders above hips, lifting up out of the back. Engage your core. Open the knee. So don't let that knee collapse in. And then we'll send the arms out east-west. Shoulders stay soft, so we're still stacked here. Gaze to your left. Warrior two. So you want to be able to see your big toe. pants aren't the greatest for demonstrating. We want to rotate this front thigh laterally around the bone, so we're opening the knee out. It's going to protect our knee. And we're engaging the outer edge of that back foot into the earth. So we're not just standing there, but we're active in the foot. Breathe, soft shoulders, extend through your fingers. Should be effort and ease at the same time. Maybe you want to challenge yourself and sink a little deeper. Make sure the knee doesn't move past the heel. Good. From here, we'll take one more breath. We're going to turn the front palm. If you can stick with me, keep the legs exactly as they are. Front palm is up. Inhale, reach forward. Lean a little forward. Exhale, float back. Peaceful warrior. The legs don't change. We're lifting up out of the back again here. So just stretching. Breathe into your front ribs. Lift up out of the back ribs. Inhale, back to your warrior two. Nice long arms. Good. Lower the arms, straighten that leg. Exhale, release. Nice work. Turn the left foot in and turn the right foot out. Same thing other side. Again, check your alignment. Hips face the front. Good. We're going to bend the knee. So adjusting the width of your stance as you need to achieve whatever position works so that the knee stays above the heel. So you can see your big toe. Open that knee out. Shoulders above hips. Add the arms. Engage the outer edge of your back foot. Again, rotate that thigh laterally around the bone. Open up in the chest. Gaze to the right. Breathe. Finding strength with your breath. Softness in your shoulders. Effort and ease at the same time. Breathe. Turn that front palm to face the sky as you inhale. Reach forward. Keep the legs the same. Try not to come out of the legs. And float back. Nice and light in the upper body. Peaceful warrior. Soft shoulders. Lift up out of the back. Good. Exhale slowly back to your warrior two. One more breath. Nice. Lower the arms, straighten that leg. Woo, turn the foot in. Nice work. All right. So our hips are nice and open. Let's take a forward fold from a wide-legged stance here. So I want you to feel the outer edges of the feet are parallel to one another. We're going to take our hands behind our back, so the thumbs around the waist and the hands kind of supporting on the lower back. Elbows draw behind you, so you want to feel a little lift in the sternum. Shoulders are back. Open your chest as you inhale, breathe in, lift the sternum to the sky. As you exhale, you're going to hinge at your hip, nice firm footing. Hinge at the hip halfway to the floor. If you want to use blocks, this might be a nice place to use them. Bring your hands to the mat one at a time, or to blocks. Feel that your spine is nice and long here. Neck is long. Try not to look up at the screen. Once you get set, keep the neck long. Breathe. From here, just listen. We're going to walk our hands down a little further between our feet and let the head come all the way toward the floor. Breathe here, letting go of tension. So active in our feet, nice firm foundation. If your head is on the floor, take your feet a little closer together so the head doesn't touch the floor. You want to be able to let gravity release anything away from the neck. Your head is a nice heavy object that can release tension, open up space between the vertebrae.
Nice. I'm going to walk my hands out again so they're under my shoulders. My neck is long. And then I'm going to aim my feet to the corners of the mat. So we're going to open our stance out just a little bit. So we're opening our feet. I'm going to bend one leg and walk my hands toward that ankle, keeping my other foot on the floor. So you're getting a nice stretch through the inner thigh now. And then we'll crab walk side to side. So make this a nice moving meditation for yourself. So bending the other leg, walk toward that side, feet stay flat. Make sure this doesn't bother your knees. If it does, please adjust so that it doesn't, or you can skip this. And keep breathing as you wander side to side. Little crab walk. Shout out to my home state of Maryland. Blue crab. Good. One more side to side. Come back to the center. Turn the feet in again, parallel. And then find your footing here. Come onto your fingertips. Lengthen your spine. Take one hand at a time to your hips. Activate your feet and hinge as you come back up slowly. Awesome. We're going to heel toe the feet to the center of the mat. Good. And then we're going to take a balance pose. So I know we do tree, I think, quite a bit because it's a beginner practice, but let's try the eagle today. That'll be great for the hips and the shoulders. So for eagle, you're going to start in mountain pose as we do for all balances. And then let's take the arms out east-west. Soften your shoulders. And then as you're ready, you're going to swing the right arm under the left. So you just swing the arm underneath. And then you can stay here. You can hold your shoulders. Or you can have your hands back to back. If it's comfortable, you can have the hands palm to palm. But don't force anything. So whatever position works for you. Once you've got your arms in position, we're going to sink into our hips. So imagine you're sitting in a chair, keep the spine tall. You're going to gently shift the weight to your left leg if you're doing the same side as me. And for balance, the key is really fixing your vision, something that's not going to move. So gaze at something. You can always do this near a wall or a chair if you need support. So shifting the weight to my left leg, I'm going to cross my right leg over my left. And then you can have your big toe down if you need stability. Or if you can wrap all the way around the leg, that's awesome. If not, don't worry about it. We're creating a little bit of bind in the arms and the legs, and then maybe the elbows raise up. See if you can keep your spine tall. Find a breath or two here. Slowly unwind yourself and release. So I also like to visualize those barbershop poles, that go up. So you're thinking the energy wrapping and lifting at the same time. So shake it out. I don't know, that's always a nice visual for me, but should be a nice shoulder stretch and a hip stretch. Also, when we create the binds, we're cutting off our blood flow just a little bit. We're sort of inhibiting that blood flow, but when we release, fresh oxygen and blood comes to those tissues, so it's a really nice kind of practice to stimulate our circulation. So we'll start back in mountain pose again. Inhale, take the arms out. As you exhale, swing the left under the right this time. See how this feels on this side. Find the arm position that works. We want to keep the spine tall, neck loose, shoulders down. Shifting the weight, sitting in your chair. Spine stays tall. Shift the weight to the right. Cross left over right. Again, whatever works for you. You can have the toe down. And then maybe the elbows come up. Think of that energy rising up as we create that bind and breathe. Don't forget to breathe deeply. happens, don't worry about it. Come back when you're ready. Good, and we'll slowly unwind from that, getting that fresh rush of blood and oxygen to the tissue. Shrug your shoulders, open your chest, settle the shoulders down. So right here from mountain pose, we're going to stay here for just a moment. Take a deep breath in and exhale, just letting go. Awesome. So I'm going to come to the front of the mat. We're going to come all the way down. So you can try, if you'd like, to come through a squat. Bring your arms out and slowly lower the hips. If that's comfortable, you can take a little squat here, or you can just come all the way down. So whatever works for you. Take the legs out in front of you. Lift the flesh away from your sitting bones. We're going to draw the toes toward the face. We're going to sit up nice and tall. So if you need to sit up on your cushion or block, please do. Hands will come next to the hips. So we draw the toes toward the face, staff pose. So my shoulders are above my hips. I'm nice and tall in the spine. I'm engaging my core here, pressing my legs toward the floor. If you need to bend the knees a little bit, that's okay. They don't have to be straight. If you can, straighten through the legs, getting a little hamstring work here. Inhale, staff pose. There's a lot going on in this pose, so take a breath here. Observe how you feel. If you have a strap handy, this might be a good time to grab it. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms up. You don't need to use a strap. It's just always a nice thing if you have it handy. Soften your shoulders. From here, breathe in as you grow tall. And then as you exhale, I want you to think about hinging from the hips. So lengthen the spine. Don't round yet. Keep the toes drawing back so you're kind of an inverted V here on the floor. So reach, reach, reach. Keep reaching. And then just let the hands fall and land anywhere on the legs that they land. So don't worry about reaching the feet. If you want to use a strap, you can. I want you to lengthen the spine though. So soften the shoulders, keep the collarbone broad. And I want you to feel the breath from the base of your spine, the tailbone, all the way up the spine through the crown of your head as one nice line as you breathe in. And as you exhale, just soften. So we're not forcing anything. Breathe in, grow tall. Exhale, soften. So each breath, hopefully you're getting a little closer, a little more loose as you use the breath to advance your stretch. Not hurting or not rushing or forcing anything. Take one more breath like that. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, soften. And then go ahead and allow your shoulders to round, your forehead to round forward. Feeling this now through the whole back body. As you relax, maybe you grab your toes. Relaxing, rounding the spine now. Breathe. Good. Slowly, nice and slowly, walk your hands back as you come up. Come back to your staff pose for a moment. And then walk your hands behind you. So your fingers are facing your hips. We're going to press into the chest, into the hands to open the chest. We're going to bend our knees to place our feet on the floor, hip distance apart. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you're just going to
Lift your hips, peel your hips up, reverse your tabletop. Good, one more breath. Good, exhale, slowly drop the hips. Stretch your legs out. Lift the flesh away from your sitting bones. We're going to come all the way down to the mat. So use your core. Keep your heels glued as you slowly unfurl, one vertebra at a time, to the floor. Good. So from here, we're going to bend our knees and place our feet on the floor. Feet are hip width apart. We're going to place my palms down on the mat. Walk your hands towards your heels. If your chin is lifted, take a blanket or something under your head so that the neck is long on the mat. So make sure your neck is nice and neutral. And then maybe inch your heels a little closer. Keep your feet parallel, palms down. And then we're going to take some pelvic tilts. So we're going to inhale as we press into the hands and the feet evenly. Keep your gaze straight up. Inhale and just peel your hips up toward the sky. Big breath in, exhale, lower. So you want to keep your knees parallel, don't let them splay out. If you have a block, this is a great place to put the block between the knees. So you've got a little attention toward the midline. Good, again, we're going to inhale, peel up, nice and slow. Inflate your belly, exhale, lower. Good, one more bridge. Inhale, peel your back up. Keep your head neutral. Option, if you want, you can clasp the hands underneath you, roll under your shoulders a little bit more. Press the hips up a little higher. Keep the neck neutral and breathe into your belly here. So in this position, the chest should move toward the chin, not the chin to the chest. So keep the neck neutral. Gaze is up. Do not turn your head to see what's happening. Once you see what's going on, keep your neck nice and straight. One more breath and then release the hands and slowly come all the way down to the back. One vertebra at a time. Nice, let's draw the knees into the chest here. Squeeze the knees in. Gently rock a little side to side on the back. Good, and then release the feet to the floor. You're going to take the feet together at the midline and open the knees out. So if you need support, you can place cushions or fists under your hips. Soles of the feet connect. Connect your 10 toes if you have 10 toes. Hopefully everybody does. We're all lucky to have the feet support us. They do so much for us all the time. So connecting the feet, creating a nice circuit of energy through the whole body. So up to you if you want support here, or maybe you want a little added weight on the thighs so you can bring the hands to rest on the thighs. Soles of the feet connect. Neck is neutral. Breathe here. Just letting gravity open the groin, relax the hips. Using your breath. One more breath cycle here. Good. Taking one hand at a time outside of the hips, they're not there yet, and gently pull the knees back up. Place the feet on the floor. Send your left leg out on the mat. Draw your right knee into your chest and squeeze the knee in. Make a couple circles with your big toe in both directions. Good. Squeeze that knee in. And we're going to take a little twist here. So squeeze the knee in and then pull the leg across the body to one side. And then opposite arm reaches out, palm down. You can gaze to the extended arm if that's comfortable for your neck. See if you can soften your shoulder to the mat. Breathe into your belly in this twist. Think about this hip pulling toward the front of the mat. Elongating the side body. One more breath. Gently draw the knee into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Send that leg out on the floor. And draw your left knee in. Squeeze the knee in. Big circles with your toe. Couple in one direction and then reverse. Good. Squeeze the knee in. Use your opposite arm to pull it across the body. Send the opposite arm out, palm down. If you're comfortable, gazing to the extended arm. Again, relax that shoulder. Every out breath, soften and relax a little bit more. Gently come back to center. Squeeze the knee in. Send the leg down. So take the feet on the floor again. Draw your knees into your chest. And then reach down for the ankles or the feet or whatever you can comfortably reach. Make sure your neck is neutral on the floor before you start. And then send the feet to the sky for happy baby. So we want to flex the feet. The legs are wide apart, tops of the thighs toward the floor, feet toward the sky. So holding on anywhere that's comfortable. Doesn't have to be the feet or the ankles. You can even hold the thighs. Wherever you're holding, draw the shoulders toward the floor. Press the feet toward the sky. Mosquito. Oh my goodness. Mosquitoes are really bad right now. Okay, so relaxing all the way down. So you want to have a little resistance in the hip joint here. So whatever you need to do to draw the tailbone down. So if you're like this, because it's hard to reach, I want you to lower the reach, bring the shoulders down, bring the tailbone down. So we're just neutralizing the spine here. So don't compromise that for the pose. Wherever you are is great. And just breathe. Maybe rock a little side to side with the tailbone grounding. Happy baby. And then we're going to come all the way down once you feel complete with that. Release the feet to the floor. And check in with your lower back. If you have any tension, keep the knees bent and the feet on the floor. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Neutralize the back and the hips and the sacrum, all that down there. And then if this feels better for you, stay here. Or if you feel comfortable, extend your legs all the way out. Let the feet just flop out to the sides. Letting go of the legs. Let go of any tension. Tuck your shoulder blades under your chest to open the heart. Allow the palms to face the sky. Neck is neutral on the floor. Close your eyes and part your lips to relax your jaw. Take a deep breath in through your nose. As you exhale, let's sigh it out through the mouth.
Let go of tension. And just let the breath move naturally through the body. Don't force. Breathe and relax. Every out breath relaxes you deeper and deeper into the mat. Relax your entire body. Scanning your body to see if there's anywhere you might be holding tension. If you find any tension in the body, surround it with the breath. And on your exhale, just let it go. See if you can melt it away with the breath. Relax. 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 I think we're going to have a little bird announcement on the clock, so as not to startle anyone. Or maybe not yet. Might be in another minute. So we'll relax. I'll give you guys a little bird. There it is. Little bird warning. Enjoy the sound of the blue jay as you relax. And if you can stay a little longer, I encourage you to do that. If you just had an hour, slowly ring the bell. Bring us back. Beginning to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently rock your head, a little side to side. And on your next inhale, bring your arms up overhead on the floor behind you. Bring your feet together and give yourself a nice full body stretch as you breathe in. Good, and as you breathe out, bend your knees to place your feet on the floor. We'll roll onto our right side to a fetal posture for a moment. Just take a moment to notice any changes and maybe recall any intention you may have set for your practice. And as you're ready, using your left hand to push yourself back to a seated posture, we'll come into easy pose. Sitting up on your prop if you need. Lengthen through the spine. And then let's inhale, sweep the arms up. Big breath in. Seal the hands at the top as you bring them down to your heart. Bow to yourself with gratitude for practicing yoga today. And we'll bow to each other. Namaste.